Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Duggar. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Arizona State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. He's going to fire deep. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Throws to the wideout. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw second down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job.
Breaks into the open on the left. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Firing to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Here comes the heat. Finds the tight end. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Kentucky right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fights off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Robbins. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Sun Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time.
They'll run it from the gun.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. The offense set for a first down play.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Kentucky going quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And the defense, got him at the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's loose. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Across the 15. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
Kentucky, 3.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They kick it away on 4th down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And the timing just a hair off. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Anger. Past the 30. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
He'll bring it out. It's Duggar. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Using his feet to buy time. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Robbins. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the stomping has commenced. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Denson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking.
Dropping back, it's Robbins.
A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got him in the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that is another.
The run from the shotgun. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right?
There he goes! Put him right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Robbins. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Arizona State! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Denson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Vincent. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Robbins. Finds us back in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving